Assalamu alaikum and a very good morning everyone. My name is Sanam Jameel and I am the headmistress of the City Nursery 3 PCHS. On behalf of the City School and the staff members of TCN 3 PCHS, I would like to welcome you all at the school reopening orientation session for the parents for the academic year 2021-22. Let's begin the session with the name of Almighty Allah, followed by the national anthem and school anthem.
शुरू अल्लाह का नाम लेकर जो बड़ा मेहरबान निहायत रहम वाला है। ऐ नबी सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम, अपने परवरदिगार का नाम लेकर पढ़ो जिसने तमाम कायनात को पैदा किया, जिसने इंसान को खून की फुटकी से बनाया। पढ़ो और तुम्हारा परवरदिगार बड़ा करीम है, जिसने कलम के जरिए से इल्म सिखाया और इंसान को वो बातें सिखाई जिनका उसको इल्म न था।
A school plays a central role in nurturing and developing the unique talents of every child as well as in shaping their character. In a fast changing world driven by scientific and technological innovations, characterized by new challenges and uncertainties, the way children learn today and the day will work tomorrow are redefining the contours of teaching and learning everywhere. In this pursuit of excellence, our dedicated and caring teachers are pillars of strength. They teach our children not just with their minds but with their hearts, making learning enjoyable and rewarding, and instilling in them sound values. They inspire our children to believe in themselves and think big. Please allow me to introduce our dedicated teaching faculty. Miss Maria Yasmin Bano is the class teacher of playgroup. She'll also be taking computers of Nursery T, KGT, KGC, 1T and 2T. Miss Rashida Mustafa is the class teacher of Nursery T. She'll be taking the subjects of Communication Language Literacy English, Mathematical Development, Understanding the World and Personal Social Emotional Development. Miss Sadaf Begum is the class teacher of KGT. She'll be taking the subjects of Communication Language Literacy English, Mathematical Development, Understanding the World, and Personal Social Emotional Development. Miss Madiha Ilyas is the class teacher of KGC. She'll be taking the subjects of Communication Language Literacy English, Mathematical Development, Understanding the World, and Personal Social and Emotional Development of a child. Miss Sabeen Tahir will be taking Urdu of Playgroup T, Nursery T, KGT, and KGC. Miss Fatma Adnan is the class teacher of Class 1T. She'll be taking English, Mathematics, Science, Social Studies. Miss Farhana Amir is the class teacher of 2T. She'll be taking English, Mathematics, Science, Social Studies. Miss Saima Zafar will be taking Urdu, Islamiyat, and Arts of Class 1T and 2T. Miss Mariam Bhatt is our Physical Development and Music teacher of all the classes. And last but not the least, Miss Nida Nadeem is the librarian of the school. At the City School, we are always guided by our mission of providing academic excellence with meaningful learning experiences while continuously incorporating the distinct features of a school of the future to foster critical thinking, creativity, collaboration, and communication in our students. Life during the COVID-19 pandemic is difficult for parents and children alike. However, the return to online school is an important step and parents likely have many questions. Keeping this objective in view, we have planned this orientation session to keep you updated with information on what to expect and how you can support your young student. As informed earlier, we are starting our new academic session from today, that is 3rd of August 2021. We'll be following 5-day online model, which is subject to ongoing government notifications. Against the backdrop of the current pandemic situation across the globe, we are witnessing a paradigm shift in the teaching and learning processes. At the City School, we have been able to successfully launch the blended learning teaching model to enable children to learn remotely from the safety of their homes. And it is heartwarming to see how enthusiastically they have adapted to learning in the digital environment. Our students and teachers will be using Microsoft Teams as a forum for online teaching and learning.
Let's go to Teams, open up those computers.
We talk about the 4 C's a lot, so it's communication, collaboration, critical thinking, skills, and creativity. Teams really does all of them. It's highly collaborative because I have conversations more in real time, more informal, and more consistent. I have the ability to bring in apps that I would use, like OneNote. Then whenever you add video into the mix, I have real-time face-to-face happening. All those pieces together create an environment that you just don't see in anything today.
Teams is basically a communication platform. There's a different channel for every topic that we go throughout the semester, and that's really the communication hub.
I don't have to think as hard about how I'm going to find the answers and panic about missing a lecture because I know that I can always find the content.
Within teams, there's instant feedback back to that student and collaboration between students within an environment that's safe and effective for classroom learning. That learning process extends well beyond the confines of a school. Learning can happen just about anywhere.
I would suggest educators really jump on board with technology because their students are ready. They're ready to take off.
You can have things organized with teams. You can have folders with different subjects in it.
It's just a better way of communicating because if you're not going to see somebody, you can still communicate with them even though they're not there.
Teachers get a digital hub for classrooms and professional learning all in one area. There's a lot of power that can come out of that.
Being a teacher, you never have all the answers, so it is nice to be able to collaborate with other team members, whether it be down the hallway, in another part of the building, or in another state.
When we teach our teachers how to engage their voice, we want that to be applied in the classroom as well. When the students' experiences are driving the core of why we do what we do, then the meaning is always there.
Microsoft Teams is a wonderful platform where all students and teachers virtually gather and attend classes as per their schedule, and they can use the screen and file sharing options to discuss the learning materials along with teachers' collaboration. In MS Teams, teachers can use the chat window, hand raising and mics to communicate with students appropriately. Individual teachers can create customized channels for each subject where they conduct their respective classes, upload subject-related content, create announcements for events, create polls and group discussions. Teachers create assignments using MS Form Quiz and Office 365 application for students for their day-to-day formative and informative assessments. These assessments have due dates, and teacher can monitor the completion status of the assignment, give individual feedback to students, and grade the assignment if necessary. Feedback and grading is in a discrete manner between student and teacher. Teachers can download the accumulative summary on weekly and monthly basis to check the overall learning and understanding of students. Integrating third-party application in MS Teams is the feature of which stands out among all other learning management systems. Teachers can easily embed resources and websites of Cambridge, Oxford, Century Tech, and many other as per their subjects and needs. This makes very convenient for students to access the focused resources rather than wandering on the internet. Moreover, a very detailed and comprehensive video tutorial has already been shared with you by your child's class teacher for your better understanding of the Microsoft Teams working mechanism. And you can also learn how to access learning material in case your child is unable to attend the school for any reason. You can even access the recording sessions. You can learn how to upload and download assignments and homeworks, and how the students' progress will be monitored. This video tutorial will also be uploaded in your child's MS Teams class. Furthermore, in case of any query, you can always contact school IT staff and class teachers as well. In this regard, we have also created students' personal email IDs and have provided to you with the password to access the learning management system of MS Teams. If you face any difficulty to access Teams, you can coordinate with your child's class teacher. In addition to this, Century is a tried and tested intelligent intervention tool that combines learning science, artificial intelligence, and neuroscience, which helps to identify gaps, addresses misconceptions, supports teachers' interventions. This tool will be used by students and teachers who are studying in grade 3 onwards.
Every student encounters learning roadblocks on their learning journey that hold them back and stop them succeeding. These might be missing pieces of knowledge, misconceptions, or even a lack of stretch and challenge. As teachers, our job is to identify these roadblocks and eliminate them. But we know that doing this is harder than it sounds. Monitoring every student's level of understanding across every topic can mean continuous marking and endless data. Tailoring learning materials for students can take hours of additional work each week. Century helps teachers make intelligent interventions quickly and easily. It combines artificial intelligence with the latest research in learning science and neuroscience to create an intervention tool like no other. The platform works in 3 ways. Kai, Century's AI engine, tracks every interaction for each student, identifying their specific needs and preferences. It creates a constantly adapting recommended path that provides each learner with tailored content that helps them progress. Century helps each learner to improve through question-by-question and end-of-lesson feedback. Students are clear on where they went wrong and what they need to focus on next time. Century also supports teacher-led interventions. Students' work on Century is marked automatically, and the data collected can be viewed through easy-to-use teacher dashboards. You can see which students have grasped a concept, who is struggling, and which students need to put in more effort. This makes it quick and easy to identify which learners require stretch and challenge or support in a timely and targeted way. It also means senior leaders can see the performance of an individual, a class, or an entire subject area at a glance. Finally, Century saves teachers time in creating learning materials and marking. With Century, you can use data on the teacher dashboard to quickly assign classwork or homework tasks. Instead of making and adapting materials for each learner, you can select from thousands of high-quality resources, all created by our in-house team of experienced teachers, and assign them to individuals, groups of students, or a whole class. Independent learning in a supported way, easy-to-use actionable data, and high-quality resources are just some of the reasons why schools tell us Century is transforming the way they teach. To try it for yourself, and to find out how Century can help your school, book a free demo with our team. Century. Supercharge your teaching.
Children's holistic development and well-being are always at the heart of everything we do at our school. Therefore, our educational programs are complemented by excellent facilities and resources, which enable us to offer numerous opportunities for children to engage and excel in all areas. Motivating children to explore new frontiers of learning and preparing them to be lifelong learners is integral to our educational approach, and it's heartening to see how our students are benefiting from the features of blended learning approach, and we wish to take them one step ahead in future. Our online classes will be conducted 5 days a week from Monday to Friday, from 9:15 a.m. in the morning till 12:15, comprises of assembly, followed by 4 teaching and learning sessions with 10 minutes break after every session. The same schedule will be shared with you by the class teachers and will also be uploaded in your child's MS Teams class. In the first week of the academic year, student learning gaps will be identified through diagnostic assessments and support will be provided accordingly. While our children will be attending online classes, you are requested to kindly help them implement and ensure few online protocols. Please make sure that your child is punctual and regular for their class. You are requested to make sure that they keep their mic off unless instructed otherwise. Please make sure that they are always submitting their assignments on time. Guide them never to share their passwords with anyone. If you or your child have been given to fill a feedback form, you are requested to do the needful at your earliest and return it back. The cooperative and involved parental community always plays a critical role, as their support for the school system paves the way for their child's successful education. We have learned to become more effective after facing 1 year of pandemic-induced situations in our school. The most important factor to ensure high quality learning for our students is the parent and school partnership, especially during online learning situation. Allow me to share few tips and suggestions to make sure our children are taking full advantage of online learning, and of course, with your help and support, all of us can achieve more. In order to provide a conducive home learning environment, you're requested to create a separate study corner which is comfortable and quiet. Before a child starts to work, make sure that he or she has taken breakfast and take 5 minutes to be set aside to see that his or her stationery and books are available. Please make sure to provide them technical facilitation by ensuring good internet bandwidth and appropriate gadgets. Regular routine to be established with a balance between play, free and study hours. Sleeping and waking up on time helps avoid fatigue. Also make sure that your child is always on a healthy diet, as a healthy diet helps improve immunity, which will keep them fit, alert and attentive during the study hours. Ensure regular attendance and punctuality, as the lessons missed can cause significant learning gaps. Remember, every day matters. Also ensure that you are regularly monitoring your child's class attendances, assignments and progress. For this, you are requested to keep in touch with your child's class teacher on a regular basis. For the social, emotional and physical well-being of your child, make sure that he is always ready to fit in to online or on-site learning environment. You have to be your child's cheerleader and be their support in all their learning experiences. Also, create better lines of communication with their teachers. Talk to your child every day. Hear their stories, issues, and achievements like a friend. Help them connect with the world through you. Encourage physical exercises and activities wherever safely possible. For the physical well-being of your child, it's important to take short breaks during online classes to reduce screen time. That is why we have planned 10 minutes break after each session, so that they can have ample time to stretch themselves, move around. It reduces the strain on the eyes. It also improves attention and increases productivity. And it enhances memory and reduces stress. Similarly, breathing exercises helps reduce stress and improves focus and concentration. It also strengthens the cardiovascular muscles and improves blood pressure. Last but not the least, read yourself and encourage your children to read as well. As it is said, today a reader, tomorrow a leader. Very soon, inshallah, we'll be welcoming our students back to school for on-site learning. All the government-directed SOPs will be followed strictly by the school once on-site schooling begins. Let's take a virtual tour to get the sneak peek of all our preparations back at school. Once our students join us back on site, they'll be expected to follow few SOPs like they'll be guided to wash or sanitize their hands regularly. They'll be requested to bring their personal hand sanitizers. However, hand sanitizer dispensers have already been installed in the classes. They'll be required to bring their lunch and water bottles from home. They won't be allowed to share any personal belongings with each other. They'll be required to wear a face mask at all the times. Physical contact with each other or any other student will be strictly prohibited. They'll be guided to cover their mouth while coughing and sneezing. And they'll be guided to stay back home if they are not feeling well. Our accomplishments over the years and our reputation as one of the best schools exemplifies the success of our education model. It is such a pleasure to share achievement of the city school as we rededicate ourselves every day to provide an excellent education for our children. Please be informed that all schools will be 100% verified, fully vaccinated schools by August 2021. Currently, 98% of all staff has undergone vaccination. Teachers have been trained to conduct effective online classes to ensure that all learning outcomes of students are achieved. Over 1,200 teachers are Microsoft certified with SMIE courses. Microsoft Teams has been recognized as the top online learning platform in the world, and all the city schools are certified Microsoft schools. The success of our online and on-site hybrid model is reflected by our Cambridge Awards this year. The City Schools Southern Region is the highest awarded school network in Sindh and Balochistan. For further queries, questions, and information, please feel free to contact us on our landline numbers, address, email address, the City School website. Please stay tuned for latest updates on Facebook page and our Instagram handle. Lastly, in the words of Jane, at the end of the day, the most overwhelming key to a child's success is the positive involvement of parents. We look forward to a great academic year ahead. Thank you for joining us. Allah Hafiz and take care. Stay home, stay safe.